Hello dear GATE 2024 candidates. I am here to inform you about a job opportunity through GATE 2024. The POWERGRID Energy Services Limited or PESL, which is a subsidiary of POWERGRID, has released this advertisement regarding the recruitment of Trainee Engineer in Electrical through GATE 2024. We know POWERGRID is a Maharatna public sector enterprise under the Ministry of Power, Government of India, and one of the largest transmission utilities in the world, and is engaged in power transmission business with the mandate for planning, coordination, supervision and control over complete interstate transmission system. The POWERGRID Energy Services Limited or PESL is a wholly owned subsidiary of POWERGRID and which came into operation from August 2022. And this PESL is executing critical strategic projects like solar PV plants and automated metering infrastructure and also providing consultancy services. And they invites application for trainee engineer in electrical for its various offices across the country. And POWERGRID is carrying out this recruitment on behalf of PESL. Then when we consider the number of vacancies, total 47 number of vacancies are present. Then the vacancies reserved for different reservation categories are also mentioned here. You can go through it. Then when we consider the essential qualification required to apply for this post, the candidates must have full-time BE or BTech or BSc engineering in electrical discipline or equivalent from recognized university or institute with minimum 60% marks or equivalent CGPA. Then the disciplines which are eligible to apply are electrical, electrical power, electrical and electronics, power systems engineering and power engineering electrical. Then in addition to the essential qualification, you must need a valid GATE score in GATE 2024 in paper EE. Then when we consider the age limit, the upper age limit is 28 years as on 6/11/2024. Then they have mentioned that the selected candidates shall undergo training for a period of 1 year and they will be placed in the pay scale of rupees 30,000 to 1,20,000 in IDA pay scale, and you will get HRA during your training period. And on successful completion of 1 year training, they will be placed as assistant engineer in E0 level in the pay scale of rupees 30,000 to 1,20,000 in IDA pay scale. And on regularization, along with this salary, you will get DA, HRA and other benefits mentioned here. You can go through it. Then the selected candidates will be required to execute a service agreement bond of rupees 5 lakh for general OBC non-creamy layer and EWS candidates and rupees 2,50,000 for SC, ST and PWBD candidates for serving the corporation for a minimum period of 3 years after completion of training successfully. Then you need to pay an application fee of rupees 500 and SC, ST, PWBD, ex-servicemen and disabled ex-servicemen candidates are exempted from the payment of application fee. Then there is age relaxation for different reservation categories. The details are mentioned here. You can go through it. And if you belongs to a reservation category, you need to produce valid certificate to prove your caste and category. Then about selection process, they have mentioned that the selection process consists of normalized marks obtained in the corresponding paper of GATE 2024, behavioral assessment, group discussion and personal interview. The candidates shall be shortlisted for behavioral assessment, group discussion and personal interview based on their normalized marks out of 100 in the corresponding paper of GATE 2024 only and as per the criteria decided by the management. Then the candidates shall have the option for appearing in the GD and interview in Hindi or English. Then the candidates shall obtain information about their status through their candidate login in the online application system. And the shortlisted candidates shall be able to download their interview call letter and other relevant documents through the candidate login. Then the candidates shortlisted for the group discussion and interview shall be required to bring the documents as mentioned in their interview call letter. Then the candidates must qualify in the personal interview in order to be considered for empanelment. The qualifying percentage in interview for different categories are: for unreserved vacancy including EWS, 40% mark is required, and for reserved vacancy 30% is required. And group discussion will not have any qualifying marks. Then for calculation of final score of a candidate for empanelment, the weightages of marks obtained in GATE 2024 group discussion and interview shall be: for GATE 2024 marks, 85% weightage is there, for group discussion 3% weightage is there, and for personal interview 12% weightage is there. Then about empanelment of candidates, they have mentioned that the candidates shortlisted for GD and interview may have to undergo behavioral assessment, and the results of which shall be used as an input during the interview. And the candidates who qualify in the personal interview will only be adjudged suitable for empanelment. Then they have clearly mentioned that only GATE 2024 score is valid for this recruitment process. GATE score of 2023 or prior is not valid. Then they have mentioned that the selected candidates shall be notified through their login in online application system, and the appointment of selected candidates shall be subject to their being found medically fit in the pre-employment medical examination to be conducted as per POWERGRID norms and standards of medical fitness. And for details of standards on medical fitness, you can visit the career section of the website www.powergrid.in. Then you need to apply online through website www.powergrid.in. You need to enter your details correctly, and then you need to upload the relevant documents, and then you need to pay the application fee to complete the process. And they have mentioned that the candidates are advised to take a printout of the submitted online application, and the same is required at the time of document verification. Then the required size, format and dimension for your photograph, signature and other documents you need to upload are mentioned here. You can go through it. Then they have mentioned that the candidates shall be required to bring a valid photo ID to the interview, and the candidates will not be permitted to appear for the group discussion and interview if original and valid photo identification is not presented along with the GATE 2024 admit card and scorecard. Then the general information and instructions to the candidates are also mentioned here. You can go through it. Then when we consider the important dates, the window for online application has already opened on 16/10/2024, and the last date of receipt of online application and online payment of application fee is 6/11/2024. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and share this channel.